Good morning, guys. Happy coffee talk. I'm not drinking coffee this morning. I actually already had 2 cups of espresso with some turmeric in it, and they were little cups. But now I'm drinking this Cured Euphoria. So this is a CBD mushroom vitamin D blend, and it's actually supposed to replace coffee, but I'm just compounding the effect. And it is. I'm gonna read you the back. It says designed to replace caffeine so you can tackle your day with clear head, euphoric energy. I really like it. I mean, it doesn't actually impact my headspace in a like, sometimes you hear things and you're like, oh my God, CBD, mushrooms, and vitamin D. Like, what is that going to make you feel like? Honestly, it just makes me feel more clear. It doesn't do anything to like change my state necessarily. It's not like having a beer or something. It's more of just the kind of the way that caffeine makes you feel, except with less heart jitters, is what I would describe it. So it gets the brain effect without the like heart body effect. But anyways, I've told you guys that Cured is a sponsor, and I really do enjoy their stuff, and I like it, and I take it every day. So if you want to check this out, or the stuff that I take for sleep every night, I take their Serenity gummies and their Calm supplement. I take that before bed. Then I'll put the link in the show notes and the link in all the places. So check them out, and I have a discount code to share with you, so I'll put that there too. Let's dive into coffee talk topic for the day. You guys know that I'm actually starting a 28-day Fit Me coaching experience, and we're doing signups right now. And I want to talk about it a little bit, but I also want to give you something that you can probably like give yourself a little self-assessment. So this whole 28-day Fit Me coaching experience is really just designed to give you a month of progress. That's really what it is. So basically what I can do is I can just show you how doable it actually is to see some of that weight come off for good, and give you those accountability steps that may seem like obvious, but they're really not, because when a coach looks at you and looks at what you're going for and what you need, then they can really fine tune what that is that you're doing. And that's really the difference between progress and not progress. I mean, we all kind of know what to do, right? So what's the difference between the people who make progress and see that progress stick versus the one that's not? Well, that's sort of the magic in coaching. And so you get that coaching inside of this 28-day thing, and you really get to experience that. And then you get to take it and build on it from there. And so I'm really excited about it, and that's why I wanted to share it with you, because signups are this week, and it's the Fit Me Confidence Building Coaching Experience. And so you're going to be done with that in, like, let's say a month, and you will be very confident that the changes that you've made are going to stick and that you're going to be able to maintain it. And that's the difference between doing this and something else, is you're going to be like, this is more doable than I ever imagined, and I can't believe I'm seeing progress. I cannot believe the weight is finally coming down, and I didn't have to like eat by myself or disrupt my whole life or all of that. But I wanted to give you that, but I also wanted to give you like a mindset shift that needs to happen for everyone, whether or not you're going to do that 28-day coaching experience with me or not. I want you to make a mindset shift, and it's around quitting, because part of the issue that I see for people is that we have practiced quitting for a long time, quitting on ourselves. And when we practice something like quitting, we create a bad habit around it. And then the commitments that we make are less serious because we're accustomed to quitting. It's like we don't follow through on the things that we promised ourselves because we don't need to, because we already know what's going to happen. Life's going to happen, and then we're going to fall off, and then we're going to quit. And so then the commitments become, I don't know, less of a big deal, because we're like, I'll just do another thing. Why not? Right? That's part of the issue. And what I want you to hear me on this morning is when we start to make our mindset shift around like, I'm going to make this happen no matter what, whether it's your fitness goals, your weight loss goals, climbing a mountain goals, getting a degree, whatever. When you start to make your mindset that I'm not quitting, no matter what I need to do. Sorry, guys, I'm trying not to sneeze. If you're like, why are you touching your face? I'm trying not to sneeze. If you make your goal, I'm not quitting, no matter what, then all of a sudden everything changes, because now it is very different around obstacles. This is why it's different. It's not different around when things are going sunshine and rainbows, right? Because if you're sunshine and rainbows, it doesn't matter. You're like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm making progress. It's when there's obstacles. Because when you are accustomed to quitting and you face an obstacle, well, that's a reason to quit, a reason to put it off. You're already looking for those reasons because you're accustomed to finding them and you're accustomed to letting yourself off the hook. And so when an obstacle comes up, it's just, hey, this isn't working out right now because of this thing right here in front of me. But when you've taken quitting off the table, it's a non-negotiable. Then all of a sudden, obstacle becomes, how do I deal with this new obstacle? It's going to have to look different than I thought this week, but what is it going to look like? As opposed to, I guess I can't do it. I was actually just having this conversation yesterday with a business owner, another nutrition coach, and she was talking about quitting on her business, to be honest. And she had done that before, but it was something she was not going to do again. And she told me that very confidently, and I believed her. She said, I'm not quitting. And she said, because of this, this, and this. And I was like, well, those are still kind of like circumstances that you've aligned into this not quitting. And I was like, instead, let's just take quitting off the table. Like, even if those circumstances were gone, go ahead and say you're not going to quit. You are going to do this thing. You are going to be a coach. You are going to help people. You are going to build your online, presence so that you can deliver value and you can provide coaching, all of that. And I said, so if you just take quitting off the table and like remove the circumstances, then now each day can be problem solving and it can be moving towards the goal that you want. As opposed to, again, my circumstances aligned, but now they don't. So I guess I got to give up on this. Because that reinforces the habit of quitting. And then it's even harder next time. And so I want to challenge you today. This is something you can draw a line in the sand. The step one is don't commit to something you're not going to do, or at least not going to quit on, right? So it's like, or that you're not going to quit on, right? So it's not that you're like, hey, I am committed to climbing Mount Rainier, right? Like I've told you guys about this goal. So the game isn't that I do it exactly on the timeline that I said. The game is that I don't quit until I get there. And so if the timeline gets extended, whatever. If obstacles get thrown in the way, whatever. I'm still doing it. And so that becomes the mindset of problem solving and achievement. That is the mindset of achievement or reaching your goals. And so even when I'm talking about this 28-day group, and 28 days is short, right? Like we're talking about 1 month of the year and how many years do you have and all of that. One of the main things I'm going to show you is how to create that mindset for yourself. The not quit mindset, the mindset of achievement, of progress, of goals. Because again, I can give you a nutrition plan. I can give you a workout plan. We can customize it for your real life. Whoopity-doo. But guess what? If I can change your mindset around this and I can give you the puzzle pieces to do it, well, then now you are different for life. And that's what I want. I want you to be different for life. I want you to experience that. So when I say confidence building, I'm not talking about like, yay, I know how to make a tuna fish sandwich meet my goals. Well, that's great, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about confidence in yourself. I'm talking about the fact that for years and years and potentially a long time, you do not have confidence in yourself that you are going to follow through. Let's deal with that. Let's start to look at it and be like, is this really what you want for yourself? Again, it's fine. So one of the things I notice, and I hear this a lot, is like we feel a lot of shame around our bodies. Various reasons. I'm not going to like dive into all the rabbit holes, but let's just say you've got 30, 40, 50 extra pounds and you feel shame around it. You're like, I don't really like how I look. It feels like it reflects like me not taking care of myself. It's like blah, blah, blah. So you got all this baggage around it. I'm going to tell you what the bigger, heavier baggage is. The fact that you feel frustrated with yourself, that you didn't follow through on the things that you committed to doing in the past to deal with that issue. That is a bigger baggage problem. And that's the one that we're going to solve. So yeah, you're going to lose weight and yeah, you're going to feel better, but I want to start tackling the bigger problem here, which is that in the past, it's hard to follow through. And now we're going to start changing that. That's the line in the sand. We're changing that now because then that is what confidence is. If you know that you make a commitment to something and now you're going to be in problem solving mode instead of looking for reasons to quit mode, you are unstoppable. You're going to do it. And that is what coaching can do for you. And that is what being around people who have that mindset can do for you. And you can't You can't get that anywhere else. I'm sorry. I wish you could. There is just some magic in being able to build that confidence that I think that you need. So anyways, I think that's the secret sauce that nobody really tells you. It is certainly about having a plan. It's certainly about knowing what to eat. It's certainly about having an exercise program. It's certainly about that. But I think the real recipe to creating like long-term change and actually achieving what you want is to get off the quit wagon and get on the I'm going to make it happen wagon. And that is the part that you get coached on. And I think like if you understand that, then all of a sudden the food choices become much more doable. The exercise is becoming like, how do I make this happen? And it's just a matter of everyday problem solving, which you can do. You have the skill set to problem solve. And so I don't know. Thanks for plugging into Coffee Talk. I hope this episode was helpful. If it was, do me a huge favor, screen capture it, tag me, and share it. It means a lot that you share these episodes. And it also tells me that you got something out of it, which I really like to know, because sometimes I just like feel like I'm talking to myself, me and my coffee or me and my cured drink. But thanks as always for plugging in. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Fit Me Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group yet, go to Facebook, search Fit Me Community, request to join the group, and I will add you there. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.